Hello everyone, I am Bianca. So today I'm going to be discussing about our research paper which is deep learning based fault detection system for vehicle infotainment applications. So my project guides are Dr. J. Deepa and Dr. Raja Singh from VIT Velur. So this is the contents. So vehicle infotainment systems are like integrated multimedia system that is useful for providing information and entertainment, like information about the vehicle in itself and information in general. But one common issue that we have in vehicle infotainment system is the screen issues or the issues with the visual effect. This usually happens because we are going to load complex applications on a small edge device, so the software happens to be unstable. Therefore, like the software needs to be made stable. For making sure that the software works properly, testing has to take place. Usually, till now we are using manual testing. So for months, several hours of a day has to be spent by a person to manually test all the functionalities of the application and ensure that it works fine until the software becomes stable. To reduce the amount of effort that humans spent on this, we can use AI to make it easier. And also, like after the noting of the screen effect, a report has to be generated, kind of a log that summarizes the entire defect and how the defect can be generated. We are also trying to automate the entire process by using APIs and large language models. So the objective is to create a data set of images as a custom data set for like automotive infotainment system is not available yet. So we used a generic data set for all the type of screen issues available and created our own data as well. And to create a framework to operate in real time, that is like it records the entire screen, segments the video into a series of like images and passes it to the model which is operating at the back end. And depending upon the results of the like model, it segments the videos and stores them separately and reports the issue. Based on the reported issue, summary is going to be generated using like APIs through LLMs. So this is the literature review of all the studies that has been conducted before. Like in this particular study, GUI failures in infotainment system, they had analyzed the different failures that are possible in infotainment system and noted 62 failures related to behavior and 25 percentage to contents. And in this study, Drift, they had actually used reinforcement learning for testing the functionality using Q learning and all. And in this study, using a novel approach for automated accuracy and usability evaluation, they had used a lot of custom models like VGG16, ResNet 50, etc. But even then, managed to acquire an accuracy of just 76.05. In our study, we had used a custom CNN model, and even then managed to get an accuracy greater than this. In this particular study, for like the validation of like infotainment system, they had also used like VR for this. Comparing our performance to the performance that was studied through the literature review, clearly our performance is actually greater than the other studies that have been done till now, because of enhanced AI methods, and also during due to the fact that this kind of like automotive screen issues is kind of an unexplored domain till now. So the ANN model actually provides an accuracy of 70% during testing, and the CNN gives a higher accuracy of 82.21%, which made us go with the CNN model for the final. Majority of the images in the data set happen to be blurred because like most of the screen issues that are generally observed are going to be blurred. So there is a larger probability that the issue that is going to be predicted by the system is going to be blurred. And this is the confusion matrix which was generated. So yeah, we can see like how most of the like screens happen to be clear or blurred, and occasionally it was like partly or line. And this is the like ROC curve that we had obtained, and we can see how the like area under the curve is like maximum, indicating that the performance is actually high and the classification is taking place in a very optimal way, classifying like the true positives and the true negatives. So, what exactly is the research gap that we are trying to fix through this paper? Various analytical methods are already there to see if the system is working properly. There is a need to determine, to exactly notify when the problem is happening and to segment the issue of the problem so that it can be easily gone back to and fixed at the earliest. And the application of advanced deep learning algorithms for like defect analysis and screen issues is still like not fully explored in the infotainment domain. So this is the methodology of the entire framework that we have done till now. The infotainment system screen is going to be passed on to the DL model by segmenting the videos that is being recorded to individual frames, and if the fault is being detected, the particular video segment is stored separately, and based on the analysis of the fault, the report is generated based on a pre-existing template by passing it as an input to LLM. So a manual intervention of generating a report for reporting this particular issue is not needed, and it can also be cross verified by manual introspection, and action can be taken place to fix this issue in the infotainment system. So the types of image data that we have used, the classes of image data is like partly when the screen is partly ill-fitted, when one side of the display is alone problematic, lines when there is lines in the display, when the screen becomes entirely black, blurred, which was like the most commonly found issue in infotainment screens, when a part of the screen was blurry and it was not clearly seen with flower patterns. Clear is when the screen does not suffer from any of these issues. So this was the structure of the ML model that we have designed. So like since we have five classes, like the input layer has the dimension of 128 cross 128, where like it shows the dimension of all the images that were passed on to this ML model, and it will be processed by the network depending on the structure, and max pooling layer to reduce the dimension of the previous layer. Like it reduces the computational complexity that is going to be needed and helps to extracting only the dominant features and removing the features that are not necessary, and it preserves only the most significant values. And we have the convolutional layer too, and we have used activation ReLU for inducing non-linearity, and again we have used a max pooling layer to reduce the size even more to 32 cross 32, and flatten layer for converting reducing the dimension and converting the 2D array to a 1D vector. Then the dense layer for making it as an input to the final softmax layer, which has like 5 neurons for 5 different categories. So template for the report generation is like we had a basic template with placeholder values that has like successfully that could be prompt engineered to an LLM, stating what we are expecting it to do, so that it generates a report in that exact same template depending upon the issue that is being like identified by the model. Like so the report is going to show what exactly the problem is being showed, and like where exactly the problem is happening and how to replicate the problem in the future and how often it is happening. So for testing our model, we actually designed an GUI app also, which was designed using PyQtify. So these were all the different features that were available in that app. So we have the separate recorder also. So the entire screen is recorded and passed as an input to the ML model running at the backend, which gets triggered in the starting of the infotainment itself when testing. So these are the results that we obtained. So you can see there are some misclassifications as well, but mostly it's correctly classified. So this is the like generated report that we got by using Gemini API. This is the performance analysis. As we can see, we have got a training accuracy of 82.21 percentage, which is quite high till now, and the F1 score is also high, indicating that it is a very generalized model and it can handle like different amount of data, different kinds of data. So this is the conclusion. Like we have used CNN, and we believe that it has great research, research prosperities, because like this is a completely new subject, and like till now only manual source of testing is used for identifying screen issues, and it can be a boon to a lot of automotive systems and automotive companies if this was actually brought into practice. And the cnl model has also achieved good accuracy and f1 scores both in training and testing. So automatic generation of detailed reports also reduce the manual intervention needed for report generation. So these are the references. Thank you.